Good morning or good afternoon whenever you're watching this video. I'm going to start by going over the Math Challenge 5. At the beginning of the Math Challenge 5, we really talked about those multiplication facts and how important those are for multiplying multi-digit numbers and long division and things like that, where those are really important. And those are for, my second grade students, my third grade students, and some fifth grade students that still need some work on those as well. Just keep making sure that you're practicing those. On Math Challenge 6, I'm going to give a couple extra ideas of those too, of some maybe of our younger learners that are just trying to start working on those skills. So number 1 on Math Challenge 5 was a word problem about Clara and Mackenzie and Andrea and their pets. So the first step, it says Mackenzie had half as many pets as Clara. So step number 1 would have been 34,962 divided by 2. When you did that calculation, you would have ended up with 17,481. And then the problem said that Andrea had 626 more pets. So she would have ended up with 18,107 pets altogether for number 1. And again, if you're just joining us, it would be the best idea to go back to Math Challenge 1 and go through each like that, because each new video for the math challenges starts with the answers from the one previous. Number 2, 98 times 56 was 5,488. 87 times 64 was 5,568. My division problem with the check would have given me 1,158 remainder 1. And then rounding to the nearest 10,000s place. Here are my answers I would have gotten. A few of those that were sent to me, they were looking pretty good, but there was a couple of them that were off, or they had a number other than 0 after the underlined number. And also a couple of friends left off the digits to the left. So like on the second one, they had 40,000 instead of 140,000. And even though it seems like we're just leaving off one digit, that one digit makes a big difference because it's 100,000, not just a 1. Okay, so for Math Challenge 6, I don't have quite as many problems on it today, but I wanted to talk a little bit about those multiplication facts again. So some of the younger friends that are watching our videos now, this is a great time to be able to start working on those facts. And even, we feel like we're getting behind, but it could even be a time to get ahead. A lot of my second graders and third graders, it would be a great time to be able to get ahead a little bit even and, feel like you're learning a new skill. So flashcards, if you have flashcards at home, those are a great thing. Just pull them out for 5 minutes here and there throughout the day. You're waiting for dinner to be ready, or everybody's finishing dinner, and work on some. You can make your own. Just get a piece of paper and write the fact on the front, figure out what it is, and write it on the back and practice those. Skip counting. I know our third grade teachers do a great job of doing some songs where they're skip counting with different numbers that go to some commonly known songs. But even just listing them out, yesterday's video I showed how to make that flower with the math facts on it, whether they're addition facts or multiplication facts. But even just drawing them out, do it in colored pencil, crayon, marker, anything, and make those lists and just start working on those skip counting. Also, if we're really right at the beginning of it and not really understanding the concept of what is multiplication, it's repeated addition. You could make arrays. So if I'm doing 6 times 4, I have 6 dots and I have 4 rows of them. I have 4 rows of 6. And when I count up all the dots, it gives me 24. And that just gives you a really good visual representation of what is multiplication. Oh, it means that I have 4 groups of 6, which gives me 24. And then multiplication is repeated addition. So if I had 6 times 4, I could do 6 plus 6 is 12. Another 6 gives me 18. Another 6 gives me 24. So those are kind of your building blocks so that they're getting a little bit of background knowledge of what is a multiplication fact. Like, where does that number come from? And that's where that number comes from. So then just a few problems to add to the challenge. 327 times 3. You could multiply this. You could also do repeated addition. I made it a 3, which is a smaller number, because you could do 327 plus 327 plus 327, and you're going to get the same answer. Okay, you can also do 3 times 7 3 times 20, 3 times 300. Okay, division problem. 6,472 divided by 3 with the check, please. And then making common denominators and comparing these fractions. So each of them, they have different common denominators. So first you need to find a common denominator. Make sure you're multiplying your numerator and your denominator by the same number. And then that will make it easier for you to compare. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the answers to the math challenges and hoping that other friends are trying them now too. Okay, I'll be showing some dice games today and another activity as well. Thank you.